Alrighty then. So I have started yet another recording here.
Alright, I fixed it.
Recording. Might be too quiet now. Okay, no, that's good. I'm gonna raise the volume on my Skype just a little bit.
Alright, yeah, no, it's just the.
Actually, Jesus, can we use Mumble? You know what I noticed is that the Skype like lowers the volume of XSplit like recording volume. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, whatever. And I think that's also the reason I've had audio troubles.
Let's do it. We can use Mumble. I was just in Mumble.
Okay, cool. It's gonna
Cool.
take me a while to get in there, but I shall go to there and see you there. Okay.
Alright, cool.
So, let's see. At any rate, we are here with another game of m1lkcast. We are gonna go ahead and get a game going between Helo's Hillbillies and Team 2 Heavy. That is Megs' team against Helo's team. Both of them very I'm not going to say good players because really good and bad is relative. I'm going to say they're both characters. Very good characters. Very, very fun characters to play games with. But at any rate, let us go to. Just go to Ez. No, Ezra's taken. There needs to be like a caster channel. I'll just go to one of these.
Milk, this means if you don't push to talk, I won't know what you're saying.
I know, but I always push to talk even when I'm on Skype because I'm so used to using it. Let's go to caster channel. Ooh, there's a caster channel.
I know, I saw that.
Oh, denied enter privileges. Let's go to room 2. Alrighty then. So a little bit of QQ coming out from Team 2 Heavy because obviously Helo's team, Helo's Hillbillies. I keep saying Helo's Hillbillies. Do have very Hillbillies. Very good players. However, of course, in a team environment, it is not so much about your solo queue, Elo, as it is about how well you coordinate. Can you get the timing down on the enemy buffs? Can you get dragons? Can you get turrets? Can you group? Can you team fight? Can you protect your carry? Can you get their carries? It's not so much about mechanics as it is in solo queue, where it's very much like you and only you are like all you control. You can really communicate with your team, take the timer, say, hey guys, maybe we could get top down here 13 minutes 50 seconds into the game, get that Baron.
And in Team 2 Heavy's favor, I really have noticed them always playing together. Since this tournament started, they'll even just queue together a lot. They're always hanging out in mumbles, so I think their team coordination is going to be pretty high.
Yeah, and they also an early Shen pick coming out from blue. See how that's going to go up top. We did see Graves and Soraka ban down bot. I'm not so sure about what that Soraka ban is. Maybe they want to do something a little bit tricky. No Janna being picked up by purple. I think there's Soraka and then there's Janna. And it's like in terms of what they can do in a support, Soraka's good anti-poke, but if you ban Soraka, I honestly think that without a doubt the next best support is just so far ahead for Lulu. Sorry, not for Lulu, for Janna. This Fey sorceress just stole my train of thought. At any rate, we do see Tristana being picked up by Megs. I saw Tristana played by Megs the other day in an in-house, and it was so cute. It was really cute. That's the way I describe Megs playing Triss, because she's like, oh, I got a kill! I can jump! Yay! And she's just so happy playing. Or at least she was happy last night, but no,
that's
good. A fun game. So I would love to see it from the caster point of view. How well can Megs actually play in a competitive environment? The in-house we played last night was a little bit troll. I was Lux. Lux obviously not the most viable AP. At any rate, you got to get the reset. Yeah, well, Chew8. I actually got banned, I believe, because Chew8 used for a long time, for like a week, to stream nothing but Lux mid with mobility boots, and then I did it, and I went 0-2, and then I got banned in the next game. So I think the world just isn't ready for the sheer power that is a roaming AP mid Lux. Those lasers. Anyway, we do see that Karthus picked up by Iloqualis. Karthus, not such a strong laner, but brutal late game. The ulti, of course, hitting all 5 people on the enemy team, unless they can somehow block a spell or go untargetable. Would have been nice to see a Sivir pick. Sivir, I love trolling Karthus's. You escape into the fog of war with 10 health left, and you say, "Not today." What do we say to the god of death? Not today. And then you pop your spell shield, you run away. Awesome, awesome stuff. Instead, it looks like we might see a Nunu Ezreal bot lane, or maybe a
That's cool.
jungle
That
Nunu.
will mean, I mean, it could be a jungle Nuno.
I think it's probably going to be
I'm
jungle
thinking it's more
Mundo.
likely, yeah, jungle
Yeah,
Mundo and Lulu will probably be mid in that case.
yeah. But yeah, I
Lulu is
mean,
very strong.
very
We saw
strong.
some play from Big Fat GG in the most recent
Yep,
tournament.
yep. Although I
Unfortunately, they
don't,
were knocked out.
I don't think that I honestly, I mean, I've had this discussion on Reddit and also with the people who are privy to my musings on the Mathcraft side of law, which I'm very interested in. I do think that AP Lulu is not as good of a pick as AP Janna, but at any rate, it is certainly a strong utility-focused AP mid. I just would rather have an AP Janna on my
It's true.
team than an AP Lulu. And also, it looks like Alistair being picked up, as well as Fizz. The legend Boktroy didn't decide to pick up his Poppy. However,
No,
might go for that Fizz
I'm.
pick.
Oh, it's gonna be Lulu will probably be top.
Top, yep, with an AP mid. And this is a very interesting team comp.
Very interesting. Got those big AoE slows going
Yeah,
on
I
middle
mean,
team.
just the synergy between Nunu and Anivia. Obviously, I think it actually used to be the case that Ashe and Nunu would provide the chilling frost effect for Anivia's
It
E.
was like in very early beta.
Very, very, very early on. Even I think after beta, but still, very, very quickly removed. Hasn't been like that for more than a year at least, more than maybe even 2 years. But at any rate, Anivia actually changing to Renekton, and then again to Kennen. So it looks like Chillsbane feels comfortable going both top and mid. Might go mid with that Kennen. Might go up top against Fizz.
We've seen a lot of people doing like a top mid switch or a bot top switch just in case they don't get the most favorable matchup coming out of the picks.
Uh-huh. Well, actually, who was the team yesterday who ran the Poppy bot? That was Wally Marno's backpack against Team Poop. They picked first pick Poppy, got counterpicked with Olaf, and we're like, oh, we're gonna have to send her bot lane as a support. Didn't work out so well for them, but obviously champions like Kennen are like fantastic first picks because you don't know if it's going to be an AD Kennen bot, an AP Kennen mid, or even an AD or AP Kennen top, and he's just got such a good kit.
Ambiguous.
Yeah, he really is, and it's sort of like Lee Sin, Udyr, a lot of the bruisers, junglers. Sort of any Wriggles jungler can pretty much be sent up top.
I really do like that that sort of playstyle. It was something we saw kind of start to emerge. I think it was as early as Kiev where we started seeing a lot of these picks. But a lot of the time they'll just they'll pick something that you're like, oh, that's a jungle, and then it'll end up going top lane.
Yeah.
We saw like the support Galio coming out of CLG in some tournaments where like you normally assume, oh, he's just going mid game. No, he's going to be support because his ult's is strong no matter what.
Yeah. So, by the way, just in terms of the overall team matchup, we have now locked in, the final picks and summoner spells. So anything, right now these players are all in load screen. We, however, the spectators get 3 minutes to prevent ghosting and things of that nature, and we get to use this to talk about the picks. Helo picking up the 80 carry. Ooh, that is going to be a crispy bot lane, and especially since Nunu as a support, pretty much if he puts Blood Boil down onto Helo, Helo could just make all the decisions. That is going to be horrifying for Megs. I've duo-queued a lot with Helo. I think we've only ever lost one game in at least 15. Just me playing support, him playing AD. He is just such a dominant force in these games. And he always likes to pick up that Ignite and just kind of snowball bot lane. We do see Heal Ignite on Trist. Maybe could have seen Ezreal also pick up Heal Ignite because, of course, Arcane Shift on Ez. Very, very, very good kind of replacement for that Flash Summoner spell. Anyway, it does look like it's going to be a Nunu Ezreal bot against a Tristana Alistair. Tristana Alistair, very, very, very significant amounts of burst damage. Alistair with the WQ, Trist with the WE. Rocket jump on top of them and hit them with that E spell.
Interestingly, small amount of hard CC on purple, actually. Really only on Kennen and Lulu ult.
This is why I don't like Nunu support and I don't like Mundo support. It feels so dominant, right? And people who play Mundo jungle are like Cleaver, counter jungling, Fast clear
He's gonna be able to
times.
do a lot of counter jungling because it
Yep.
is Shen and he's a
It
slow
is Shen.
player.
He is quite slow, but then I mean, you get to late game. Shen has an AOE taunt which can conceivably hit 5 people. An AOE, a global ulti,
Giant shield.
a giant shield, and it's just like, what does Mundo have? Yeah, he's got that slow. He's reasonably tanky. He is countered by MF and Fizz and Ignite. So I mean, honestly, I do
But
from
Trist
the
also has
from
his
like
E.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trist and Fizz counter Mundo innately in their kit, plus the 3 ignites on blue team. It's going to be very hard for Mundo to survive. But I honestly feel from the bottom of my heart that Mundo is an overrated pick because he's so dominant early game. But I mean, how many times have we run CLG run something with Mundo in their comp, and it will be like hot shot on Cho top, Saint Vicious on Mundo, and it's like you don't have that CC, especially. Luckily they have that cannon on their team. Very
Who
good
would
fifth
you
pick.
have preferred to see them pick up in this situation?
I think something with a little more hard CC. Udyr, Skarner, Nautilus, even Shyvana.
Alistar was up at that point.
That is true. I don't know. Alistar jungle is very hard ganking, but not so good late game in terms of damage. Tons of CC, of course, but I think that was a very good support pick. So really, Alistar jungle is nice. It's if you can't get those early game ganks off though, he is quite prone to counter jungling. So and he's not such a good fighter. He's more of a support jungler. But anyway, yeah.
Like a solo queue jungler.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, just because he has the ability to hip up pull, so it's almost a guaranteed kill.
Mm-hmm.
It's really scary if you're even out of position a little bit, and that makes it really good in solo queue, where all you need to do is like snowball a lane or maybe another one. But in a team setting where you can actually coordinate and where there's going to be a lot more wards, Alistar tends to fall off a little bit more in the jungle.
Yeah.
Top lane is going to be interesting. I love Fizz.
Yeah.
Check. Oh god, my vision key is the same as my voice chat key.
Oh, that ain't good. You know what I just did? I just started right clicking. Wait. I can hear. Can you move your mic away? Move your mic away from your speakers.
Am I echoing?
This fucking Kaiser. Yes. This happens every time we cast. You know that, right?
I don't know how it's happening.
Get a better mic. Get a desk mic, and then wear headphones.
I have a desk mic. Let me check to see if I have it here.
Go for it. Anyway, we do see that sexy black frosted Ezreal skin. I like it. Ezreal skin's fantastic, really. Nottingham. It's like even the recolors, Nottingham and frosted. I just think they look so cool. Explorer Ez, though, best skin ever. So anyway, it does look like we see a slight advantage, I want to say, going to the favor of blue team with that Alistar and that Shen, who can, in a pinch, start with his taunt. They do have the exhaust, they have the ignite, they have the heal, and they might actually catch Mundo here if they do the smart thing and go the long way around. Ooh, this could be scary. I'm going to switch over to the vision that red team has right now. They do not know what's up, and it is all going to come down to how, I think if they come the long way around, it's going to be very hard for them. Oh, there's the Shen. Does he get his taunt? There's the headbutt going down on a Mundo. There is first blood. Very nicely done. I put it into that view to see what they see, and then I was like, wait, now I can't see what they see. So what is happening? But no, you see that that Shen and that Alistar coming out of the jungle, and it is just horrifying. Shen actually starting with Shadow Dash, which will slow down his jungle just a little bit. Very reliant on that Vorpal Blade key strike to nuke down
creeps. It's just too bad that Alistar ended up picking up that first blood.
Yeah. At any rate, assist gold is always nice. He's going to be able to buy a lot more wards, it seems. Actually, no, going straight for that regrowth pendant. And it just looks like a tiny amount of counter jungling going down onto the enemy race. I don't know if that was an Ice Blast or something. Nunu actually with 11 AP, only 30 MR. Tristana Alistar doing a lot of magic damage, really, so we'll see how survivable he is. Might be burning through those health pots. In terms of the summoner spells, use their level 1. Ignite went down for Megs, Ignite went down for Koala on Karthus, and Ignite went down on Boktroy. Those do not stack, so not the best team play kind of synergy from those Ignites being popped at any rate.
We'll see if they get punished for it at all.
Yeah. I don't know, you might...
Echo's gone?
No, the Echo's still there.
Really?
Yeah. It's just, if you try and talk over me, it's just... anyway, it looks like Mundo might be coming in mid onto Karthus, however, the minion wave, that's another problem with Mundo. It is a single target skill shot slow, which is blocked by minions. And what that means is that if you can kind of get in there in between a minion wave, it really shuts down the effectiveness of that gank. Legend of Boxroy gonna be found by Mundo. Does have his troll pool down. It's not up yet. Lots of free damage gonna come down on a Legend of Boxroy. Actually forced to flash away. Very nice job. That is the strength of Mundo. Chain slows with that red buff auto attack cleaver combination. So very nicely done there. We do see Helo, the support, not really warding the brush. It is against a Alistair, which I think you really want to have brush control for. Looks like that might actually be a kill on Ender, forced to flash away, and that is the sort of thing that, Megs really didn't have the confidence to go in there because her Ignite was down. But she did have that rocket jump up, and I think the Nunu dropping below 80 health, a W and an auto attack would have certainly taken him down. No wards going down in the brush from Riboflavin, and just, kind of getting a little bit bullied here. Brush control is just so important bot lane, and maybe you might see, Megs on Tristana. Tristana is a champion who kind of always pushes, and they really need to do something about this Nunu. If they just let him throw out Ice Blasts, which he is maxing over Blood Boil, that is going to be 145 magic damage.
It does have double buff, so.
Oh wow, a nice headbutt right into the wall. Meg's not really capitalizing on it though. Ooh, and some good damage coming out. Helo really using his spells to the fullest. Ward gonna pick up the Shen. I think maybe could have ganked down the lane with that Alistair, who did have, no, his flash is still down, although he did have exhaust. At any rate, Helo throwing down a lot of damage into that brush. Able to find Alistair. Mundo actually coming back up top. He knows that Fizz doesn't have his flash. Ooh, the cannon actually gets the stun off. This could be bad for Legend of Boxroy. Almost certainly going to be a kill. This is going to be second blood up here. Kind of smart thing he did. He wanted to run away from his turret and then use his Q to go through them. And maybe if he had thought to use that a little bit earlier, if he had kept running towards cannon, bait the Mundo up away from his turret, and then Q to Mundo, and then E away.
Him in the turret for a long time. If he just started with the Q, he actually might have been safe.
Yeah,
jump over the next cleaver, maybe safe.
Yep. So Fizz, of course, very, very slippery. However, not quite able to get the... Oh, and lots of damage going down on a Karthus mid. Just that burst from Lulu, who did pick up blue buff from Mundo, able to spam her spells. Karthus having a lot of trouble even just sitting in lane here, a la Koalas. Not quite able to put down the harass early, of course. As Karthus, you do have to use a lot of your abilities to farm, which is what he's doing now. However, like I said, Karthus, such a great late game champ, not so strong or in the early game. Mundo gonna find Shen here. Gonna actually back off. Shen's red buff had just expired. Not quite enough gold for the Heart of Gold, although if he goes back now, he can get it, which I think maybe after he clears Wraiths and Golems, it would be the wise thing to do. You do see a lot of these junglers waste so much time ganking, and just the power of continuing to farm for the early game until you really know that you're going to get a gank down, and the the ability to also pick up those early GP5s just makes you so strong. Mundo already has his Heart of Gold and a ward. Shen doesn't yet have it, although should be able to get it now. Of course, Mundo did pick up the kill, which gives him 300 gold. Shen only an assist off of that nice level 1 advantage, level 1 invade, sorry. Was able to pick up 75 gold. Mundo actually coming in the long way around, gonna get spotted by this ward. Blue team does see it, does look like they are going to back off. Shen is in the area. Maybe what they could have done there is kind of like not pretend that, pretend they didn't see Mundo, and when Mundo comes from behind, since Shen was in the area, a nice headbutt, a nice taunt, a nice pulverize, lots of damage would actually go down on this Mundo, who isn't all that tanky right now. Only 40 MR, only 54 armor, and no ulti. He is only level 4. At any rate, we do see Karthus is also level 6, by the way, so that actually could have been a kill for Blue if they knew what we knew. Obviously, spectator mode gives you a lot of information. A nice headbutt right into the wall. Shen gonna go in, almost certainly gonna go down. Very, very, very good job from Riboflavin. The Alistair
picking up the kill.
Shen picking up the kill, which is actually quite good because he is behind the Mundo. Mundo actually gonna go and steal that blue away from Karthus, which really does hurt a fair amount. Lulu, it seemed, went down, so that Karthus was kind of like, oh, Lulu going in our jungle, and now, he just has no idea. They do know. Fizz is going to find it. Is he going to be able to get that fish off? He does get the fish.
The wall just wasn't quite there though.
Wall wasn't quite there. Didn't quite pick up the assist. However, a Fizz with blue buff up top is going to be quite strong. Does get found by Kennen. Kennen knows that the... Oh, and Lulu is going to almost certainly pick that up. No, and it does go to Kennen, including a assist for the Karthus, for the Mundo. Lots of damage going down on Lulu though. Might be in trouble here. Not quite able to pick it up. However, the ulti, there it is. Almost certainly going to be a kill unless you can get the shield. Double kill. I didn't even notice that Kennen was that low. Very nicely played.
Karthus doing a very good job just spreading out those desecrates.
Lay wastes.
Lay wastes.
Defile is his E.
Like, made the cognizant decision, saw that Lulu was already low enough, didn't need to finish her with the Q, turned and dropped his last one on the Kennen to get
very nicely done.
With the ult.
Yep. Very well played from I Love Koalas. Obviously that Karthus, one of the best scaling champs in the kind of mid game because that ulti is on cooldown every 2 minutes. A little over 2 minutes, 2 minutes 30 seconds. And what that means...
Still, however, in... sorry, red team's favor.
Yeah, red team's favor. I make that mistake too. I'm always saying purple. But no. Ooh, actually Trist canceling 2 of her own auto attacks on Ezreal. A little bit of misclicks there. You know, some of these older champions especially do have very difficult auto attack animations to work with. Looks like Megs is going for the early Vamp Scepter. Wants a little bit more sustain than what Alistar is able to offer. You know, but really... That thing about Karthus ult picking up 2 kills is going to be so significant. Nunu, even with only 30 MR, is just going to take so much damage. Ezreal, also with 30 MR only, very dangerous. Especially since Tristan and Alistar have so much magic damage. And when this guy hits level 11, his ulti is going to deal like 500 true damage to both Helo and Ender X. And pretty much what that means is that, you know, if they really play it smart, I Love Koalas is going to say, hey guys, my ulti's up now, I'm going to start channeling it, you guys go in, and then there's just no way that Helo and Nunu can build up a 500 damage advantage in a trade to survive the Karthus ult and pick up the kill on that hard engage. Mundo actually missing his cleaver, not so hot there. Legend Voxroy actually getting zoned out a little bit here. It looks like Chillsbane. Oh wow! Actually able to pick up the kill. I didn't even notice that Shen was down there. Did he use his ulti? He did not. He did use his exhaust though. And Trist able to pick up the kill on Nunu with a auto attack. Very good play from this Alistar. Really zoning Helo out a lot, and the ignite goes down. Sorry, that's the E, the Tristana's E ability. She was out of mana. She did already use her ulti. However, it looks like Helo's just going to be able to go the long way around.
Coming in mid for
Thank you very much. However, spotted on a ward, Lulu is now wisely hugging the top side. However, that Karthus, if he can get a wall down, this could be... There's the wall. Very interesting stuff here from Karthus. Karthus might... Yeah, it looks like Lulu just wants to go in. Not quite able to get... Oh, and a teleport coming down from Kennen. There's the ulti. Very nicely done. Almost certainly going to be a kill here on Karthus. Excellent play from Kennen. Able to really turn that around. And I didn't really understand what Lulu was going for when she went back in. But I guess that coordination from Kennen, it was like, okay, let me just get out of the way of Fizz. Make sure I don't, you know, bring a fish along with me that Fizz is going to use when he sees me teleporting in lane.
Ken almost dying to the Mundo here.
Oh wow, might actually go down. A big tower dive coming out. One more cleaver, and that is going to be a kill. However, Mundo does lose it. Oh wow, what a tremendous Lulu shield. Able to save Mundo from that last turret hit. Karthus ulti, not going to be able to get a kill, although if he uses it now, almost certainly going to pick up a double. No, instead, I think maybe that's not the right call. You can see it was about a 3 or 4 second delay from the time that both of them went back with less than 350 health, both of them having 30 MR, and that ulti right now dealing just about 275. So it would have been close to pick up the kill on Lulu.
I think he would have at least gotten Mundo.
Yeah, definitely. I think Lulu was maybe just a little bit too high on health. However, would have been an interesting, you know, after such a nice save to see it taken away by a Karthus ulti of all things, would have been very frustrating. Nunu not quite able to secure his brushes, I think it maybe as much as Helo likes, and so although Helo does have 1k gold, might go for the pickaxe, might go for another Doran's ring and a Vamp Scepter. We shall see exactly what build
to fall behind
he takes. Yep, Mundo of course as it does pick up that Vamp Scepter only. Not going to go for another Doran's Blade even though he does have the gold. I think he feels like he is sort of safe right now from the full to zero burst combo, although maybe against Karthus. Mundo finding Alistar with a cleaver. Lulu getting in position.
Looks like
Pink ward goes down for red.
Wants to grab a dragon maybe.
Really, if I was Fizz right now, I'd just push this wave up with my E. Kennen is over there taking that farm and just get the wave, go down bot. because it looks like action is going to be going down. Maybe even send Shen
so
top.
many wards in the area for red.
Yeah.
They've got 3 on the river.
Yeah. So Legend of Boxroy, I think, should know that Kennon's ulti is... Kennon's teleport is still down. Maybe send Shen up top and send Fizz down into the mix to try and force a 4v5 fight. But really... oh, wow, and actually so much damage going down onto Kennon. He's just got chunked. 800 damage, I think. It looks like Legend of Boxroy is going to go for the kill here with his fish. Kennon's staying very safe, very far back. I'm going to take a look at things from Red's perspective. Tell me if anything else.
His has Ignite.
He does have Ignite. He has his Flash. He has his E, and he has his fish. He can dive very, very safely. And if, the longer he waits...
They don't even need to fully commit.
Yep. I mean, really, I'd like to see it. Mundo is actually getting in position. I'm going to take it off global perspective. I wanted to see what it would look like for Chillsbane to try and dodge that shark coming out. However, Shen does have ulti. I'd really like to see an engage here from Legend Boxroy. He should really turn around on this. He has the Karthus ult, he has the Shen ult, the double globals. This is so far in the favor of blue, and they can use their teamwork to their advantage.
Oh, but red looks like Lulu's headed down.
Yeah. An early Oracle's, by the way, picked up for Riboflavin on Alistar. And it looks like there's the engage. Not going to use his ulti up top on Fizz. Just wants to kind of poke him down as low as possible. But really, just if he flashes in, gets the Ignite, gets maybe another auto attack on with his W, the Karthus ult will almost certainly finish him off.
Like, here comes the Lulu dive.
There's the ulti. The ulti does miss down bot. However, Karthus ult almost certainly going to be able to pick him off. Where is the ulti from Karthus? Come on, get that ulti channeling. You really need to get that ulti to secure the kill. Nunu gets taken low. And Kennon is going to make it back safely to his base. Nunu is behind. Shen is very low. Alistar is behind it. Doesn't want to lose that Oracles. And it looks like Helo did pick up the kill on Bloodthirst. Alistar also going down. Karthus might also get taken down here. This could be exactly what Red needs to take this game in their favor. Not quite able to get the... Oh, and there's the... almost certainly going to be a kill. Oh, and not able to get the Karthus ulti off.
Just a little too greedy with those.
A little too greedy with those Qs. I think he could maybe... I think maybe he thought that he could get another Q down. And that is going to be a very, very, very alive Nunu. I really don't like the... you know, blue team has had a sort of a subtle advantage that they haven't been capitalizing on, and that is the advantage of the global ulti. Karthus ult, Shen ult. Really, Tristana or Fizz, either one of them should be hard engaging, forcing a trade, and even if they fall behind in the trade, they're going to be able to pick it up with the, if you look, it's now 431 magic damage on the Karthus ulti, and that huge...
Almost a full 2 levels behind Mundo. I mean, even if he gets there, he's not going to be as big of a player as the Mundo is.
Yeah, that is true, and it's only a 250 shield. 250
the level
shield
1 shield is
health.
pretty weak. You can burst through that very quickly.
Yeah. At any rate, I still think that a little bit of misplay by Karthus, not deciding to just use his ulti very early on to either kind of swing that fight in their favor and pick up the kill up top. And he still, in fact, has that ulti up. And Legend of Boxroy, of course, like very kind of dominant in terms of, you've seen how much damage he can put down on this cannon if he does his full E, W, Q combo. He did miss his shark last time around, which is, I think, the reason he didn't kill. However, that Karthus ulti is just so powerful, and it's sitting on cooldown for a very, very, very long time. If you just use it, not off cooldown, but closer off cooldown, and if you coordinate around it, if you have Tristana just go full in, all in with her rocket jump, her E, her R, and her ignite, and the Alistar WQ, I honestly think that they can full to zero this Ezreal. Oh, and actually, lots of damage going down on a Lulu. He needs to be careful not to use his ulti too early, and he knows Lulu has her ulti up, and he knows also that shield.
I kind of disagree with the play from this Karthus. If he had just flash walled at a few points there, he probably...
Oh, Fizz actually going down low up top, and Shen ulti is on cooldown. So Legend of Boxroy having a little bit of trouble against his Kennen, who's now 3-1-3. I think that gank mid. Alistar going down low, down bot, and was taken down, I think, by an Ez ult. Yep, you just see it going down into the off map down there. So
channel, folks.
Oh, channel. Can't WQ that. Did he try to WQ it?
No, he
like tried to headbutt it out.
Tried to shoot him out of it.
Oh, no, can't do that. And now Lulu is down bot. Almost certainly going to be a kill on Meg down here. If she sticks around, she does have her rocket jump up. And not quite able. Didn't lead with the silence. Lots of damage still going down on the Meg.
You can only get one Q, whatever that's called.
Glitter Lance?
Glitter Lance off of the Help Picks ability. Right,
but the silence would have prevented the rocket jump. So I don't know. I mean, it is a trade. Less damage, but...
I'm saying that she, if Hell picks were a little bit longer, then she would have been able to get the second Q and kill the Tristana.
Oh, I see.
It's an instant class EQ combo.
Mundo
I love
giving...
Lulu.
Yeah.
I just think she's so much fun to play because of the way you get to play with her E and her Q together. You can get in a lot of harass. It's not always the most cost efficient harass, but sometimes you can like trick your opponents taking stuff they really shouldn't.
And just, I mean, champions with shields in general are so good at trading.
Oh, wow.
Oh, actually,
Nunu.
Fizz probably going to be a kill here. Oh, though, a nice ulti. However, when that expires, it could be another double kill for Karthus. He really needs to get better at using this ulti. Come on, Karthus, start trading!
Karthus, ult!
I think maybe that time it wouldn't have picked up the kill, though. It could have picked up a kill on Mundo. I don't know. Lulu, however, caught in a bad position. Shen gets the taunt down, gets the red buff slowed down. And yeah, we see 3 people on blue team
4 people
with 30 MR.
Well, there's 4 people chasing this.
Sorry. Oh no, sorry. I meant 3 people on red team with 30 MR. Where is this Karthus ulti? We haven't seen it used in a very, very, very long time. Start channeling it. Get the kill down on the cannon. Snowball. Karthus could have picked up 2 assists / kills there instead of just not using that ulti. Ezra with only 30 MR. Nunu with now 55 has picked up that Merc Treads. And of
5K
course...
advantage for red team currently.
Oh wow, Mundo looks like he might get caught out a little bit here by the Karthus. Can he get the wall down? Turns off his Defile to save a little bit of mana. There's the wall. Hags the Mundo. Mundo is forced to use his ulti. There is the Ignite. And are we going to see an ulti here from Karthus? Still no. Didn't get enough Qs down. So now Mundo is back up.
What is this
this
Karthus
Nunu
doing?
What is the Nunu doing? Nunu going to get caught out here. Helo gets found. A little bit more damage on a Helo from Tristana, who is... oh, she's quite low. She does have her heal up, though. I don't know about that decision.
Still nothing.
Where is your ulti, Karthus? I think maybe his R key is broken. He hit it so hard for that beautiful double kill early on, and now he's just mashing it, and he's saying nothing's happening. I don't know.
Maybe he doesn't want to like downgrade and only get a single kill.
I see. So yeah,
it isn't worth it.
Yeah, maybe he wants to get that first penta of m1lkcast Star League by clicking R one time. Yeah.
That would be so OP.
Go back to base when you think they're all low, buy a Magi Soul Stealer, and then click R and get 10 stacks. That's his plan. He's going to sell all his items for Magi Soul Stealer and then get a pentakill. Would be nice to see.
I want to see it.
I want to see it too. I think everyone wants to see it. The viewers must see it, koalas. Get that pentakill.
Blue team's so far behind in farm currently.
5k gold. Meg's down bot at only 120 CS combined to Helo's 170. Helo decided to go for that Bloodthirster. Sort of an interesting choice because obviously no sustain coming off the support. But lots of poke damage on his Q and a decent ratio on his R. Looks like pegging Megs. Alistair just headbutts away, not deciding to maximize the CC. Would be nice. I think this is maybe a game for Merc Treads on the this support because that chain slow from Nunu.
Looks like they want this Lulu mid.
Yeah.
They've seen Fizz and Shen on some of these wars they've got around.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
But Shen coming around from behind.
Yep, as is Fizz, and I don't know. It looks like that. Tut tut. Is that what she says? Does she say tut tut?
I hope so.
I do
Whimsy.
too.
It would be a whimsical thing to say.
Yep. Helo actually going to get caught out a little bit here by Fizz. Obviously, red buff on Ezra is just so super incredibly magically strong. Oh, wow. And this is trouble. Lots of damage coming out. Did not land the fish, Legend of Blockstory. Not so confident with his fishies. However, Lulu going to get caught out. A nice ulti coming out of Lulu. The Nunu ult goes off. And as does the Cannon ulti. Legend of Blockstory surviving with just a tiny, tiny, tiny sliver of health. And almost certainly going to die down here. And that was a 2-for-0 exchange so far. Karthus not really having any targets to ulti. Mundo did push down mid-turret. And there's the Ignite down on the Meg's almost certainly going to be a kill here. Forced to use her heal. I think she would have been close. Mundo pushing down mid like a fiend. And Ez is going balls. No, not quite able to pick it up. Obviously, it is a skill
Meanwhile,
shot.
Mundo picking up the second.
The outer and the inner turret. So now this is a 5 turrets down for blue. Sorry, for red. Yeah, the turrets are down for blue. They were down by red. And this is the sort of dominant position that I think Helo's Hillbillies wanted to be in last game, that they just weren't quite able to achieve. A 10k gold advantage coming out of the red team. Really, I mean, it looked so promising for Karthus mid. I mean, it really did. And I was like, wow, 2-1-1. Oh, actually, finding the Ezreal this Shen might be able to have an excellent job kiting from Helo. We're going to watch this little bit of mechanics going on. His E is up, and wow, he actually picks up the kill. Excellent job of kiting, able to pick up the kill, and then use his E to get over that wall. Helo proving that he is the AD carry to watch out for in this tournament. Really just dominating bot lane. Not quite the CS he wanted to get because he did get a little bit behind. However, you know, really just able to carry that mid-game. Looks like he is going Bloodthirster into Trinity Force, which is more of a poke-based build, obviously, than the shorter range, kind of higher risk Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer Ezreal build. For those of you who don't know, Ezreal's Q is a on-hit effect ability. Looks like, by the way, blue buff. Oh no, not going to go to Ezreal. I was going to say it might. Ezreal's Q is an ability which applies on-hit effects, which pretty much means it acts exactly like an auto attack in every way, except it cannot crit. And what that means is that if you have these abilities that apply on hits, such as the Sheen and the Phage components of a Triforce, you can do, like, the slow on Phage has a 25% chance to slow for 30 MS. By the way, looks like Helo, it does get caught out a little bit down bot. He does use that Arcane Shift away, so he's going to be fine. Meg's not quite able to get that slow off. And actually, Helo in a perfect position. Yeah, and a perfect position to... oh, and by the way, I completely forgot. He told me his name's not Helo, it's hee-low.
Okay, that's sort of what I thought.
I've been saying it like Helo since I pretty much met him in solo queue, which was like 3 months ago, and just yesterday he was like, "Oh, I watched the VOD, by the way, it's hee-low, not Helo." So I'm sorry, I've been saying it for 25 minutes now. It is in fact hee-low. And I'm gonna try and remember not to say hee-low. Sorry, not to say Helo in a clutch moment. Anyway, the Phage has a slow component. The Sheen has a little bit of burst damage equal to his base damage, which is probably around 100 right now. So we cannot see exactly. Oh wow, and lots of aggression coming out from Helo. Helo takes Megs down to below half health and forces both the WQ combo from Alistar as well as the ulti. Using that ulti to kind of nuke down mid wave. The wave down bot gets his attack speed up to 50%, and instead looks like he's just going to go ahead and back off. I want to see a Baron coming out of
I don't know about this Shen build. I agree with the early Heart of Gold, but the second item as a Phage doesn't seem right. It seems like this is a good early Wit's End game because of the fact that you know that Mundo's going to be clear.
Oh wow, actually, sorry, we missed Mundo going for the Karthus down bottom, but yeah, no, I completely agree. The Phage, probably going to build into a Frozen Mallet. Very good for CC. Oh, I'm missing the Fizz action up top again. Very dominant position for Red Team. Almost certainly going to be a free Baron here. But anyway, yeah, the Wit's End on Shen really makes up for the fact that his clear times are just total jump. Helo tanking Baron for a little bit. Doesn't really matter. He has so much lifesteal. Does get that Blood Boil down.
It's again. They will see anything coming.
Yeah.
Meg's just farming away bot, knowing that this Baron's probably not going to go their way.
We might even see a little bit of an engage here. The Alistar puts down his headbutt, pops a very early ulti, forced to flash over the wall, has his Merc Dreads, although can he get the Phage proc? There it is, that is the slow we're talking about. Huge advantage of playing Ezreal with a Triforce. Less damage, but that utility picking up the kill on Alistar. For all of those who say Triforce is a bad item on Ez, take a look at that. Yet another slow going off. Very strong, and forced to flash away. A nice dodge from Bok Choy. However, it does look like Red is in a very dominant position. 13k in the lead right now, and almost certainly going to get this inhibitor down while Alistar is not here, because it is a 4v5. Megs gets pegged with a Nunu Ice Blast. However, Nunu not tagging anyone with that ulti. Used it popped it a little bit too late. You can of course pop your own Nunu ulti by just moving. It will self-cancel. Ezreal looks like he might get caught out a little bit here. Lots of damage going down for Bok Choy. Forces him to use his E. And a very good slow going down on Nunu. They are a little bit split. Mundo is just doing the kind of the double lift thing and farming up a little bit, trying to deny them that Wraith camp. However, it looks like really they should not be farming with this Baron buff. They should be pushing. They're so strong. Unlucky on that Sheen proc from, sorry, the face proc from Ez. However, there it goes down onto the Alistar, I think from Nunu. Tristana a little bit late with that ulti. They were able to pick up Alistar yet again. His ulti was off cooldown, so he is just so squishy. Only has that Heart of Gold and Merc Treads in terms of survivability. And we shall see. It looks like Red is now almost certainly going to win the game in this push with this Baron buff. They are just so dominant. They've been sitting here for a long time. Manu gets pegged with the ulti. If they want to go and make something out of this, now's the time. Instead, they're just going to really regenerate a lot of health.
How many Karthus ultis do we even see this game?
2.
This is a 30-minute game.
It is a 30-minute game. I think he really didn't do such a great job of getting that off on cooldown. Karthus gets picked up, trying to get back to his base. Oh! 3 Karthus ultis! Count it! 1, 2, 3.
Put it on the board.
Oh, and actually, Lulu's spamming that laugh just out of the fountain, and Bok Choy says, I ain't gonna have none of that, and actually picks up the kill. Helo getting that kill. So no pentakills this game. GG Team Sandbaggers too strong. Yikes. No pentakill coming out of the hands of Helo. I told him you gotta play AD. And you gotta get the you gotta get the first pentakill of the m1lkcast League. However, not quite able to do it. Very, very dominant dominant mid game.
I want to put like a price on that first pentakill. There's a prize for me, something.
Winners will get $100.
Well, I'm poor.
Shroot bucks.
I'm a poor college student. But maybe some right points. First Penta. Do it, guys. I want to see it happen. But yeah, man. That was a game.
That was in fact a game. At any rate, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and anything to say about this game?
I think that it was strange because it seemed like early on Blue was making fairly decent team decisions, but their actual play in individual lanes kind of fell off. And because of that, Purple was kind of able to take almost a solo queue victory type deal where they were just winning every lane.
Yeah, and I mean that Karthus just, at the end, I Love Koalas did say I don't know how to play Karthus, but really, after such a dominant position early game, going 2-on-1, and then only picking up 2 assists and 4 deaths from that point on, so many situations where it either would have been a kill or very, very close to it had he just used that ulti at the right time.
Well, but you kind of have to blame that at least a little bit on the team,
I don't know. I mean, it's like the Legend Bok Choy got Kennen low so many times up top, and I don't know if it was just Legend of Bok Choy saying, "Hey, Karthus ulti," and Karthus saying, "I want to save it," or if they just weren't really used to playing with a Karthus on that team. However, it would have been a completely different mid game. 450 damage coming off of Karthus with just 1 ulti on all 5 members of the team. Really, Tristana Alistar had a very dominant kind of lead early game, and all it would take is a full in hard engage, and then that would be enough to either kill or force Helo out of lane. And I honestly believe that the Karthus and the Shen are some of the strongest picks in team play right now, just because of the amount of pressure that they can put all over the map while still kind of like farming. And so you have someone in every section of the map. You're not really giving up any objectives. It's like you don't have to send everyone bot and let the enemy Mundo steal your jungle. No, you can sit mid, throw out 450 magic damage at level 11, and then just have your AD kind of snowball off that. In a way, it's even better than something like a Twisted Fate where you have to leave your lane to really help your team. But no, we saw him go 2-1-1, very, very, very good play with that double kill. And I said, wow, this guy, very good job hitting those Qs in the brush at max range. Hit that ulti just before it was about to go unavailable because of his passive expiring, and then picked up that double kill. And I was impressed. And then from that point on, we did not see another Karthus ulti until the end of the game.
It makes
Pretty
me
much.
wonder if maybe Lulu was shutting him down with her silence, and we were just missing it, because there were a lot of situations where it seems like all he had to do was leave her sight and start channeling ult.
And I mean, if that was the case, you would see that the red kind of like orbital ion cannon start charging up, but you just never really saw it. So, hopefully I Love Koalas can, it's so interesting as a Karthus player to see a VOD of you playing, to see all the times you missed a kill. You can do the math. You can calculate their HP and MR, and then the amount of magic pen and everything, and actually do the actual math of exactly how much damage you would do, true damage you would do, versus how much health they have, and say, oh yeah, okay, here's where I would have missed a kill. Here's where I would have missed a kill. And then everything from that point on is just how well can you coordinate as a team. And really, blue team kind of fell behind a little bit in terms of coordination. Kennen sticking around very low on health. Helo sticking around very low on health. Lots of things where Karthus could have just tipped the scales in their favor with a couple of well-timed ultis. Didn't quite see it happening. A little bit unfortunate at any rate. I think
even
I Love Koalas
earlier on in the fight would have made it so that maybe the other team played a little bit more scared, even if it wasn't necessarily picked up a kill.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
They would have gotten out of the fight earlier.
If they're trying to 4-man dive Alistar bot and you put that ulti on, it's like, back off. We have 450 magic damage coming our way. Let's not fight into this. Anyway, I think I Love Koalas did say at the end, sort of a noob to Karthus, and really not picking up on the fact that you can be a little bit more aggressive with his ulti, because he still has so much lane presence without that. It's not like you have to use it as a finisher on the Lulu mid.
No.
However, a little bit unfortunate that he wasn't quite able to really use that early double kill to his advantage. At any rate, very nicely played from both teams. They actually did, Megs did quite well against Helo. Something like a 900 Elo difference. I kept saying Helo. Helo. Very nicely done against Helo from Megs down bot. Able to sort of shut down the early game just to a small degree. I think picking up a couple kills on Nunu with those Shen ganks. But overall, Purple did play very, very well. And excellent play from Purple team. Helo's Hillbillies is the team name. So I'm going to go ahead and by the way, honorable mention, excellent play coming out of the hands of that cannon with that early teleport gank mid. Perfect ulti going on in the hands of Karthus, and that was, I believe, his second death. And up to that point, everything was just looking peachy for the mid lane. And really, that's sort of where he started to fall behind. So very well played from Karthus, from Kennen, and very well played, of course, from Helo on Ezreal down bot, able to kind of turn that disadvantage around and carry his team to victory. Very well played. GGWP, I'm going to go ahead and end this recording and maybe even move on to yet another game here on m1lkcast. So GGWP.
Really?